Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's session we are going to be diving into more Linux commands. As is mentioned by the thumbnail, we'll be talking about mkdir, cd as well as pwd. Your knowledge in these commands would be highly essential and crucial as a beginner in order for you to navigate and work with your Linux command center, which is the terminal. So let's get started. The first command that I will be talking about is the cd command. The cd command is a crucial command that you will be using specifically in order for you to navigate across the Linux system, file system to be more precise. So as you can see right now, I am located within the directory, which is the parent directory, and within which it has 4 subdirectories and 2 text files and a bash script. The cd command is a command, as I have previously mentioned, which allows you to move from one to another by clubbing the cd command along with a path to which you want to move from your current location to the mentioned specified location. In this case, I would like to move to the subdirectory. To do so, you have to execute cd followed by the name of the directory, and when you hit enter, you can see that you have been moved within the child directory within directory. And when you hit pwd, which is depicting the present working directory, you will see that you have accomplished this process of navigation. This path shows you your current location in relation to the root. The cd command is also highly flexible when you tag it with other specific symbols. These are specific tags which are highly useful. If you want to move to the root directory without specifying the entire location, which is highly convenient in my opinion, if you type cd followed by the tilde symbol on your keyboard on the top left corner below the escape button, you should see the tilde symbol, and when you hit enter, you can see that you are now present at the root location. Similarly, if you want to move back again to your previous location without typing the entire path, you basically combine cd along with hyphen, and when you hit enter, you can see that we are back again at our previous location. This is highly useful when you are working with large file systems as well as directories, where typing the entire path or location directories set is not a feasible option, since it would be highly time consuming in nature. Another way to use cd effectively is by using 2 dot tags along with cd command. So for that, when you type cd and double dots, this basically allows you to move one level up the directory system. Since now we are located within subdirectory, which is a child directory of the parent directory called directory, when I hit enter, I expect to move back into the parent directory and not stay within the subdirectory. So let us hit enter. So as you can see, we are now within the parent directory, and when you hit pwd, you should see that your location has changed back from the child to the parent. The cd command, as I have previously mentioned, allows you to navigate from one location to another location within the file system. So for that, if you specify a specific location within this the file system, it will let you move to that specified location. In this case, in order to simplify your view of the directory file system, I would highly recommend you to install a package, a Linux package, bash script package, which is tree. So for that, as I do not expect you to have it, so you should install something like sudo apt install tree, and it will prompt you to enter your password once it has been upgraded or it might be pre-installed in your case, or it would have been upgraded. And when you hit enter, when you type tree and hit enter, it will show you your file system in a tree-like manner, so you are able to see, you have a bird's eye perspective of your entire file directory system, which is highly useful, and it allows you to easily navigate from one location to another. So as I had mentioned before, if I want to move to a specific location, I can mention its full address. So for that, you basically type cd followed by the address or the path. In this scenario, I would like to move into the projects directory. Now here you would see that I have clubbed documents and projects with a prefix, which is dot /. Here dot and / refers to the relative path. This is a path which does not begin with the root directory. That's why in usual scenarios you would basically type something like this, which represents the location starting from the with the location starting from the root to the specific location where you want to go. The idea here is that when you use a prefix like dot /, it basically encapsulates the known information that yes, this location basically starts from the root, and it basically reduces the redundancy of writing this entire path again and again. So when you type cd dot / and the location, and when you hit enter, it allows you to move to that specific location without the tedious task of typing the entire path again and again. In a way, it basically simplifies your work. Another way that you can do so is with the combination of cd with the tilde symbol, as I had previously mentioned, and it basically allows you to move back to the root. The tilde symbol also is a special symbol which basically represents your home directory. No matter where you are in the system, it will always take you back to your home directory. The root directory represents which is the /, which represents the root directory, is the topmost directory in the file hierarchy system. Therefore, you can combine all of these together and basically navigate across your file system. So to summarize, the cd command is highly useful in order for you to work with Linux command line terminal, because as a beginner or an advanced user you would always be executing this specific command, while the pwd is a command which is useful for printing your full path of the current working directory. So another practical way is that usually when you are scripting, you would basically use this command in order to print out your present working directory. For example, if I type vi, let's say working directory, let's say workdir, and then sh, hit enter. So if you are not familiar, the vi command is a command which is used to work with the vi editor or vim editor, which is vi improved. This is highly useful in order to write scripts, which is like it's a programming language as such. So as I have previously mentioned, the present working directory command is handy in terms of scripting. In instances where you want to log information associated with a specific program which might be running at a specific location, or whenever it is saving a specific file upon the completion of an execution of a specific program that you or she or he may be running. So let us import the bash. Press I to get into the insert mode. We are going to be importing the bash. Let's type bin bash and let us type echo the current working directory. directory, let's type home working directory, followed by the dollar symbol, followed by the curly brace parenthesis, and let's say so we will type this script. This is a comment. So when you type this, it basically is a visual aid for any programmer who may not be familiar with your code base to know specific function or specific commands that he or she may have entered. So let's say this script basically logs the present working directory, and let's escape, and then colon q. So this is for the purposes of writing and quitting, and when you hit enter, you have practically saved the file. In order to view the contents of the file that you just saved, you basically use another command in Linux called as cat workdir, which is the name of the script that you just saved, and if you hit enter, you can basically see that you have the data. So let's say in order to execute this particular script, you type bash followed by the name of the script and hit enter, and as you can see, the code has returned us the whole path starting from the root to the current working directory. So you can see that this is highly useful when you are working across multiple file systems, whenever you need it for specific use cases. In this case, I have just shown you what it can be used for, so this is one of the potential use cases. Another command that I would like to dive into is mkdir. Mkdir, if you are not already familiar, is a command that is used in order for the process of creating new directories. For example, if I want to make a new directory called new_directory, I would type, let us change the location back to our parent directory. Let's type, and so we will execute mkdir followed by the name of the new directory, and when we hit enter, you would not see your the newly created directory unless you hit ls. So you can see that my new_directory has been created, and it allows you to work with the process of creating other new files. Let us say I want to quickly create 3 more directories. So you can basically flexibly use mkdir with the names of the directories that you want in sequence. So let's say I want to create a new file called file1, file2, file3. So when I hit enter and I type ls, you can see that I did not need to there was never a requirement for me to individually execute mkdir. So I have reduced my workload, and I have immediately straightforward created the 3 directories termed file1, file2 and file3 in one short executed manner. Similarly, you can also create nested directories which can consist of whole new other directories like child directories. So let's say we create a parent directory followed by 2 more directories which are present within a home directory. So for that, you would basically type mkdir followed by a tag -p, and then the structure of your visualized structure. Let's say I will type parent directory followed by the child directory. I mentioned home, right? So home directory followed by the names of the two directories, which would be file 1, and let's hit enter, type ls. You can see that the new parent directory has been created, and when I hit tree, you can basically see the structure. Similarly, it is useful whenever you are creating project structures. So the practical use is that it basically lets you create entire file systems and file structures for organization of your files, which might be personal in nature or related to work. So let's say we are setting up a software project. Let's say we will type again, use mkdir followed by p, the hyphen, and since I already have projects, I can basically remove. Okay, yeah, it's a subdirectory. So in this case, we are okay, we're good to go. So we can type okay, we will just use the parent directory. Let's say if I want to create 2 more or 3 more files within the specified location, I basically combine something like this. I will do something like this, and this is, for example, if I am creating a software project structure within the parent directory located within home, or maybe let's say project, and then I hit enter, and when I hit tree, you can see that a new file structure for the purposes of whatever it might be. In this case, we are assuming it is a software related task. We have successfully created a file system, file structure, sub-file structure within the parent directory, which is called project. It has sub directories such as docs, source, and tests. So this is highly useful whenever you are working with in a firm or in a software engineering environment or whatever. So this is highly useful. Therefore, to summarize, mkdir is a command that efficiently lets you create and manage projects as well as files in an organized manner, paving smoother workflows. So I hope you found this video helpful, and until I see you in the next time, bye.